Well, the humidity still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams being motioned left. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Here we go.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Gets around him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. In motion, Slayton. Throwing again is Fields. Once again, he finds Slayton. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Alert!
Here's Watson. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Trying to find Jamison Williams, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Again, that's Watkins. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, he has been the featured receiver on this drive. They've looked his way a number of times. Why not get it to him on 3rd down? And they do. And they're able to keep this drive moving.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Fields. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. This defense for the Packers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. C.D. Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Again, Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. That is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Etienne will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Out of the gun, Watson. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift. And it's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's Watson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Mark Andrews, 42 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. That ball caught by Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Fields throwing again. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. From the gun, here's Fields. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now it's Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Jaguars will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. Still going inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Fields now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Here's Fields. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To the air again, Fields. Flushed out right. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. Right there.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Here's Watson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Watson now to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
To throw is Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
That's good for a Jaguars.
To the air yet again, Watson. That is caught by Lamb. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now it's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Swift fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Swift again. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's...
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the interception, here's Watson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Looking to throw. Watson. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. Flush to his right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes and picking. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Now a 2nd and 2. Fields. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Ready?
In motion, Slayton. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go, son. Go.
Now Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
Here's Fields. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Out of the gun, Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw is Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Here's Watson. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CeeDee, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CeeDee. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son.
Now it's Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Baron Browning charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Back to throw. Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Operating from the gun. Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the 4th. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing now, Watson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And my goodness, another interception. Now inside the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go, son.
Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jags, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.